We all yearn to be loved, but many times, this love is the most difficult to find in our own hearts. In the face of shortcomings and pain, have you ever questioned that you are not good enough? Are you unable to let go because of the scars of the past? In fact, the real power comes from accepting all your imperfections and discovering the true light buried deep in your heart from it. All obstacles and pain are the beacons that guide us to our inner freedom. Learn to fall in love with yourself from the beginning of Accept Ion. In life, are you often oppressed by the standard of perfection and think that only when you achieve certain achievements or conditions can you deserve to be loved? However, the real value does not lie in external possession, but in inner clarity and sat will. When you can honestly face your shortcomings and accept your imperfections, at that moment, you will release the heavy shackles and return to the purity of your soul. To accept yourself is to reconcile with your true nature. From self-observation we can find those inner voices that have been ignored. When you learn to accept yourself, you will be surprised to find that the real power has long existed deep in your heart. The light in the heart is like a bright light. As long as the dust is removed, it can illuminate the road ahead. Those experiences that were once regarded as failures and shortcomings are actually nutrients that are closer to the real self. Strength does not come from suppressing emotions or covering up vulnerability, but from facing bravely. Whenever you feel helpless, you might as well calm down and ask yourself, what has this pain taught me? This kind of reflection allows us to understand wisdom from suffering and transform it into inner stability and strength. The real power is not to escape, but to embrace yourself at every moment. Whether you are always afraid to show your vulnerability, the real courage comes from accepting your vulnerability calmly. Only when you dare to face the shadow of your heart can you see the light hidden in it. Every time you admit your imperfection is a step towards your true self. Embracing vulnerability requires great courage, because it means putting down the barrier of self-protection. However, it is this frankness that allows us to establish a deeper connection with our inner self. Try to talk to yourself. Allow yourself to feel sad and feel uneasy. Slowly turn vulnerability into tenacity, and turn pain into wisdom. Loving yourself is not selfish. Only when you know how to love yourself can you truly love others selflessly. This love is not based on external conditions, but from the affirmation of one's inner value. When you begin to love yourself, you will find that the harshness and persistence of yourself in the past actually came from fear and uneasiness. Love is a kind of healing power that can repair the wounds in the heart. Give yourself some words of encouragement every day. No matter what happens today, choose to be kind to yourself and give yourself peace and joy. The process of loving yourself is a way to return to true nature. When we can accept ourselves without reservation, we can look at the world with the same compassion and find the meaning of life from it. From accepting your own imperfections to embracing vulnerability, learn how to nourish your heart with love. It not only brings peace, but also awakens the hidden strength and wisdom.